And I looked up, and it was like a tidal wave coming from the parking lot towards the camp. And that's when I said, we need to get to higher ground. Let's get out of here.
So when I finally was able to get on the property, and I took my time coming into here because I wanted to just be prepared for it. And I walk in here and I say, well, this is bad, but it's not so bad. So I'm a little optimistic about that. And then as the days have gone on, that optimism has been slammed with the realism of just how bad all this is and how much it's going to take to get back. In this room up to here was water. It means in the cabins just below the ceiling was in water, and that was throughout the camp. It meant that the foundation of the dining hall was cracked in half and raised. Hurricane Helene knocked this entire part of Western North Carolina down. All of us were slammed, our homes, our businesses. This was a disaster of an order this whole region has never known, all the way to Asheville, which is a 2-hour drive.
The French Broad River that sort of runs through the River Arts District in downtown Asheville. They believe it crested at about 30 feet above its normal height.
We have so many people in this county that have not been found yet. A friend who was a roofer, owned a roofing company, who helped roof cabins here 3 years ago. He's dead. His house slid down the hill. So the depth of the tragedy here, the whole area is going to have a long recovery.
And we identified how St. Peter's could best help, which was first to make flood cleaning kits in 5-gallon buckets and hygiene kits in gallon-sized bags. And they needed 18,000 of the first and 15,000 of the second. And the second thing was that we could house volunteers. We have a wonderful building here that used to be a preschool. My estimate is we could house up to 100 without being completely overwhelmed.
So with Camp Linn Haven, you have a sense of ownership. Out here in Western North Carolina, our churches are spread out and we're not very large. And the idea that you could sponsor a cabin, be a part of a ministry that transcends your boundaries in your little part of this beautiful part of the world is incredible. And to know that it was so greatly damaged by the storm really breaks our hearts.
The encouraging thing in all of that has been just the number of volunteers that God has sent here. And part of that is this has always been an LLL camp, and it's always been a camp that, it's been a multi-church camp, right? So all these churches from Catawba County and Greensboro and Winston-Salem and Charlotte, I mean, they're already coming up here and starting to tear out. Mostly it had been the churches had been helping. And as a church, like many churches, it's like, well, we're just a church. And it's like, no, you're not just a church, and you're not just a camp. You're part of a synod. And the synod has incredible resources. And one of the resources that they have is LCF. And LCF exists to provide financing for ministry. All these communities have suffered this disaster. We've been blessed. How can we be a blessing in the community? And that's been that's one reason we're rebuilding. The community around us right now actually has more need than ever. But all of us are feeling a lot of loss. And part of that is that all of our lives have changed more dramatically than, we're just beginning to realize how dramatically our lives have changed. We're still sort of coming out of shock. Nothing around here looks the same.